accepted, challenge accepted. The attitude is always challenge accepted. Challenge accepted, challenge accepted. The attitude is always challenge accepted.
All right, everyone. We've covered sponsors, swag, coffee, but now it's time to get into the fun part, when we let robots do our work.
Our next speaker is someone who takes automation seriously, so seriously that even his tests have their own tests to make sure they work.
And when he's not battling test cases, he's battling weights at the gym or playing basketball. Trust me, if you think handling Selenium is hard, you should see this guy bench press. Today, he's going to show you how to let AI do all the heavy lifting in your automation testing.
He's going to introduce a tool that uses AI to analyze all those annoying test results. Basically, it's like having an intern, but one that never complains and actually works.
Big round of applause for the one and only Maroš Kutschy!
Challenge accepted, challenge accepted. Reality is always challenge accepted.
Welcome to my presentation about artificial intelligence in analysis of automation test results. At the beginning, I would like to introduce myself a little bit more. So I'm coming from city Košice in east part of Slovakia, and I'm working at NES Digital Engineering in the office in Košice, and I'm working with automation testing. And if you would like to contact me, do not hesitate to either send me an email, or if you scan this QR code, it will be also at the end of presentation. You are welcome to join me in my network on LinkedIn. And maybe you are asking why I came here to this nice city of Sofia. And yes, I would like to talk at the beginning about analysis of automation test results in general, and then I will focus on how we can leverage AI in automation testing. And as you know, there are many use cases how we can use AI, but I will focus on this one in analysis of automation test results. And I will ask a couple of questions during my presentation, and you can answer for yourself, and then you can compare with my answers. So my first question is when basically the tests have value. So you know the saying that there is no difference between person who cannot read and the person who can read but doesn't read. And I think it's similar with automation testing. So there's no difference between if we have like many tests and we are not looking at the results, and if we have no tests. Okay, so I think our tests have value only when we look at the results. And related to this is how often we should look at the results, and it's more related also to habits, like testers, automation testers, we have some habits, and first you start your day, you open your Slack, you open your email, you check your Jira tickets, and I think another habit could be to look at the automation results, which not always happens. So it's, for example, a good idea to put some item in your calendar each morning, look at the results. Maybe there will be some work, maybe not, depending on how many failures. And what's the why we should add the results? So we should be able to know the state of our application and our testing environment. And now you can see example of some failures from Playwright. And next question is, what is the number of categories into which we can group some failures? Because yes, we can have 10, 20 reasons why tests are failing, but are there any main groups? So imagine you have set up that you have back-end, front-end developers which are changing code of your application each day. You have testers which are working on your test automation framework. You have new versions or new deployments, maybe after each change, after each commit to the applications, and at the end of the day or during the night, you run the tests on some Jenkins nodes. And the question is how many groups we can have. So maybe you have some number. My number is 3, and 3 groups. And let's look at these groups. So my first group is that, so imagine yesterday there was green test, and today we have like failure, okay? And we should be able to answer what happened yesterday and what is causing this failure. And another question is what we should do today so the test is passing tomorrow. And first group is, yes, there was a change in the application, and it's not correct. So it's a bug, so we need to fix application today so that the test is passing tomorrow, okay? The second group, it's, again, change in the application, but it's not a bug, it's a feature, so some improvement, and somebody forgot to update the test, okay? So it's problem in the test, and we need to fix the test today so that it's passing tomorrow. And the last group is, according to me, that there is some problem in the environment, so we need to fix the environment, okay? And related to these failures, I would like to mention one myth, which sometimes, maybe you heard it before, and it's myth of no failures in results of automation tests. So there are some opinions that it's possible to have 0 failures in automation tests. And my question is, under which conditions? So for example, if we have like 10 features in our application and we are testing just one, and it's never changing, so okay, we can have green tests. Or maybe we can have coverage for all 10 features, but we are doing no validation. So if something is changing, it will never fail because we are not validating it. But I think if we have, imagine a big platform, backend, many front-end components, many features connecting to this platform, it's very hard to have no failures because it means we are testing nothing or nothing is changing in the application. And I think there are 2 approaches to this analysis. And this is maybe the most popular one or most used is green, red lights. So you are interested in having everything green, and you don't want to have anything red. It's related to this myth from previous slide, but I think there could be different approach, and different approach is, I called it colorful light, so it means that, okay, we have failures, it's red, and we have green tests, but it's not only important for us to have everything green because we know it's hard to achieve, but we would like to have different colors for different reasons. So for example, red could mean that we don't know why it is failing, it's red, and we want to move everything from red to some other colors. So for example, orange can be that there is a bug in the front-end part of the application. Yellow could be that there is problem in the back-end part. Blue can mean that it's a problem in the test. And purple could be that there is an environmental problem on some server where this application is running, and the pink could be problem on the server where tests are running, okay? And now, question is, if there are any challenges during analysis, and from these challenges we can think about if AI can somehow help us to face those challenges. So not sure how you are doing this analysis, but imagine we have some simple table, okay? And at the top you can see 29th of July, we had some set of scenarios, some steps on which scenarios are failing. We have a stack trace, some root cause, and Jira reference, okay? And next day, we have a different set of scenarios. Maybe some of them are same, some not. Some steps are same, some not. And question is how we are able to say what is the root cause and what is the Jira reference. And imagine you have, let's say, 4,000 scenarios, okay? And even if you have just 5% error rate, which I think is very good, 5%, it's still 200 failures each day, which you need to analyze, okay? So I think the challenges are if the failure is new or old. In case it's old failure, what is the root cause? And is there any Jira reference? And do we know the history of previous failures? Because for sure you know that there are some repeating failures, maybe each month, each 3 months, that's some environmental issue, and we want to not spend 2 days figuring out that, oh, okay, somebody else did it 2 months ago. So I was thinking about or dreaming about some tool which could help us with these challenges. And let's say this is how it could look like, that, for example, we have 27 failures, and this tool will say, okay, 12 are application bugs, we have 10 problems in the test, 2 are environmental issues, and only 3 are to investigate, which we need to spend time with it, okay? So again, this tool could help us differentiate between old and new failure. If it's old failure, what's the correct status? And I was thinking that it would be good if we have like a team of, I don't know, 20, 30 testers, and each of them are looking at the results. We should see in real time somewhere who is looking on what and what's their outcome. And yes, I was looking on some tools, and I found one tool, and it's called ReportPortal. And basically, this is like the definition of the tool, that it's AI-powered test automation dashboard. So we see some information that it's using AI, predictive AI, which is using algorithms to identify some patterns in the test results, and it can detect root causes. And also, it's assisting us with reviewing of the logs and failure patterns, okay? And now, let's try to look at the process, okay? So again, imagine you have Cypress tests, you have some failure there, and basically how this AI can help us. So what are the steps? Basically, there are 2 steps, okay? The first one is manual decision by humans. So you are a teacher, and you must teach this AI if there is such failure, what does it mean? So first, you do manual decision, like the tester, like the person. And second, after this, AI will use this information in the next results, okay? We can look at the process of the analysis in more details. It is in this tool, but maybe you can develop your own tool or find some other tools. But in general, first, this is example from Karate framework and some API tests. So imagine you have first failure, okay? AI doesn't know what to do with it, so you can see it's in the last column to investigate. So it's work for you that you need to look at this failure. So you go inside, and you can see which feature, which scenario failed, and it's into investigate status, okay? So you go inside, and now you see the stack trace on the left, and on the right side, you need to do the decision, okay? So you are the teacher, you need to teach the tool, the AI, what's the root cause, why it's failing. You have some options there. Still, you can expand the stack trace and now make decision. So let's say this is a product bug. So you select product bug, and you can write also some comments. So for example, some Jira reference there. And you click on apply. And after this, you see that this failure is not in to investigate status. It moved to product bug. Okay, so now you have done your work. You said to AI that, okay, in case same or similar failure will be in future, it's product bug. Okay, and now comes the most important part when you run tests again. Okay, and let's say what AI can do. So in this example, you see that Karate number 1 was run when you made a manual decision, and the next run, this number 2, you see that AI already did work for you. Okay, so it knew that yesterday or previous run, you decided it's a product bug. So in this karate number 2, it's 31 seconds ago, you see it already marked it as product bug, okay? And this is the power of using this AI. So this is a simple example, just doing one failure. But imagine again, 4,000 scenarios, 5% error rate means 200 scenarios. And if you don't have a tool like this, you need to do manually. And by this, for example, from this 200, this AI can say, okay, 190 is known issues. It will categorize and tell you, okay, just look at the 10. So this is the power which you can use from this AI doing analysis. We can go inside to this decision made by AI, and you can see that there should be somewhere in any tool some mark that, okay, this was not human decision, but decision by AI. In this tool, there is this AA label. So if you look inside, you can see that it was done by the tool, and AA means auto analysis, okay? And again, you go inside, and you can see some details. You can see there that what was behind this decision. So it's called analysis suggestion. So in this case, it was 100%, AI was 100% sure that it's same failure, okay? And you can do many settings in this tool, and you can set some threshold. For example, that over, I don't know, for example, 80%, if it is, this suggestion is, AI is sure more than 800%, it will mark it automatically, otherwise it will be still under, you will need to do some decision by yourself, okay? But in that case, it was 100% sure that it's same root cause. And what's my experience with AI in analysis automation test results? So really, it can increase effectivity of your team if you have many tests. If you have just maybe a couple of tests which are never failing or sometimes failing, maybe there is no reason to do it. But again, if you have big coverage, a big number of scenarios, and your application is changing each day, it can help you, because it's saving your time of your testers doing manual analysis, and also human errors. So imagine you have these 200 failures. There is possibility that somebody will mark it as bug and it's not a bug, or will mark it as some environmental issue and it's a bug. And it remembers all your previous decisions, so keeps the history and is marking your failures and failure types. But from time to time, I think it still needs to be double-checked, because this is a tricky that when you do incorrect manual decision, also AI will behave incorrectly. So it's also in situations where you have a big team of testers and some components are related. And if one tester will say, okay, this is a new failure and it's a problem in the test, but it is not, and it will mark all similar failures in other components as same root cause. And if it's not true, okay, you will have not correct results. So you need to be a good teacher so that your student, the AI, is also good. And another thing is that you need to be convinced that you trust AI. Again, okay, so because you can set up this to use it, but if you still are doing manual analysis because you don't trust AI, there is no point of investing time to do this. And maybe you are now asking, okay, this looks good, but what I can do with this? Can I like try something? Okay, so I have my framework. It's called Jasecu, Java Selenium Cucumber Framework, and I was playing with ReportPortal. So if you would like, you can scan this code, or there is a link to my GitHub repository, And there is example how integrate. It's very easy integration. Basically, you can use ReportPortal is either on-prem or either it's cloud solution, and there is a demo instance of cloud version where you can send your results. So you don't need to install anything. You can use this demo version, but yes, don't send there like real tests. If you have some automation framework running against your company application, it's good to point it to some Facebook or some Gmail just to try connection. Also, from this framework, I'm testing Facebook. And it's easy integration. You just add some dependencies. You need some property file where you have a link to your instance of ReportPortal. And basically, when you run your Jenkins job, it is automatically sending the results to ReportPortal. So it's, what's the benefit is, if you don't have it, and for example, in Jenkins, you can see some console output, but the results are at the end. And if you are sending results to ReportPortal, you can, in real time, so after each test, you can already see the results there. So there's also another benefit. I have also another example, and this is, I called it Automation Testing League. So I was doing some research, and I was trying to find out which tool is best of automation tools. I am running the test against some application which is supposed to test automation tools. It's called Automation Playground. I just found it. It's not mine. But I am trying to run same scenario from different tools. And I also played with integration to ReportPortal, okay? So there is an example how to send results to Robot Framework, to Cypress, Playwright, Test Cafe, and NiWatch. And I can say that the integration was really simple. You just need to download some dependencies or some files from creators of the tool, and again, some property file and run it. So it was working okay. So I encourage you that, yes, please try it if you are interested. And basically, what could be like key takeaways from this presentation? Yes, so my message is that it's important to analyze results each day. I know it's hard. I know sometimes it's challenging that do it each day. Maybe somebody is doing twice per week, 3 times per week, but I think it's important to do it each day. Again, not just look at the results, but we should know the root cause of each failure, because also I saw that we have done analysis. Okay, we created tickets for investigation, but we have not done investigation. So please also do investigation and know the root cause of each failure. And I think AI can increase effectiveness of your analysis. And maybe you are asking how we should do it, or what should be the steps. So I think that a good option is to do some POC at the beginning, okay? So do some POC. For example, if you don't have a server for running of ReportPortal, try to run it on your computer if you want to test your application. And maybe at the beginning, not for each teams, but select 1 or 2 teams which are like, which would like to play with it, run it, and you will see if it's beneficial for you. I think the creators of this tool have support for almost all automation frameworks, so there is no problem to do it. And after this POC is successful, so yes, I think it's good to spread the knowledge and try to convince the stakeholders, yes, that this could bring some value to your teams. And I think that's it. I would like to thank you for listening to me And yes, if you will have any questions regarding testing automation testing or regarding analysis of automation test results, do not hesitate to contact me via LinkedIn. We can also now answer any questions, or you will find me in the speaker's corner. And you will be traveling to Slovakia and to Košice, so just message me and we can meet, discuss. And if there are any questions, we can discuss now. So thank you.
Please applause for Maroš. You can find him in speakers corner during the next break.
Thank you. Hey, thank you. Thank you, Maroš. Big applause for him again. Thank you.